Wow. They were arresting so many people. Wow. This is Newark, New Jersey, folks. Lock them up.
Individuals that came in from Portland, not from New Jersey, came from Portland to lead. We've seen that they've been well supplied. We've seen Antifa flags being flown. And once the state police came out, and which, by the way, awesome group of guys, they understand crowd control very well. And they started pushing the individuals back after they warned them, started making arrests. You saw that the situation quickly got under control. And for us, when we first started calling, they were simply saying they didn't have the resources. And it's interesting to me that they finally found the resources and started clearing their streets. We can control our building. We can provide security for our own building. But if the city and state streets, that is their job to do. However, we will do it if we have to protect our employees.
Yeah. Well, folks, Newark Mayor Ras Baraka, which is a Democrat, imposed a strict 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew in a half-mile radius around Delaney Hall. That's where you just saw. That's the ICE detention center run by GEO Group. Now, this followed days of escalating clashes where protests turned into riots. I mean, they had projectiles, fires, assaults on officers, and attempts to breach perimeters. And what you just saw was ICE pretty much taking control. Nicole, what are your thoughts on what happened this weekend?
It's about time. You know, we talk about those rules of engagement. Those rules have changed. Mark Wayne Mullen is doing a fantastic job. To see the New Jersey State troopers out helping was a blessing because, you know, for a while they were not giving assistance. And he's right. Most of these paid protesters / activists are people from out of town who are literally flying in to start trouble. So I'm glad to see them taking this very seriously. The curfew is working and they should continue with the arrest.
Absolutely. Shelley, what are your thoughts?
I thought of a song. It reminded me of a song, at least 1 or 2 lines. The double Dutch bus coming down the street to lock their asses up. They're gonna shuffle their feet. Get on the bus, clank, clank, and tell the driver to take you to the Essex prison there. That's it. That's my little rhyme for the day. That's my rhyme.
I don't know that one.
The double Dutch bus, there's a line dance to that.
Oh, no, I didn't know.
Get them on the bus and lock them up and take them to the Essex prison or whatever it's called down the street. That's where they're going. So look, I'm not upset at all. These people are bussed in. So it's not organic, okay? It's not organic at all. It's bussed in. It's encouraged by default, if you will, by the politicians that are in charge there for not having the police back up the ICE and definitely for the crowd, if you will. So again, this is all planned. It's on purpose. It's performative. And now it's going to be prison time, I hope.
Yeah, I hope so too. Now, you know, as we talked about this a little bit on Friday, so they're claiming 200 to 300 detainees launched a hunger labor strike. This started around May 22nd. They were alleging conditions were poor, food quality, medical care. Now, DHS has pushed back against this and said it's just not true. They get beds, meals, water, health care. Visitation partially resumed after suspension due to violence outside. But, you know, folks, these pro-immigrant, anti-ICE crowds, they have been clashing with counter protesters supporting enforcement. And then you've got Democrats like Hakeem Jeffries who toured and slammed conditions. You got they were on board with the protesters. Okay, so this is a real shit show, okay? And while we have these Democrat lawmakers, they're marching in solidarity with these insurrectionists, because this is what they are. They're actually being violent against law enforcement. You got people like Sheridan Gorman's mom. She is out here, I think this happened today, telling the raw, devastating truth about illegal immigration and how it destroys American families everywhere. Take a look. This is clip 10.
40 feet. That is how far my daughter ran for her life before evil caught her. 40 feet between the life Sheridan should have had and the criminal illegal immigrant demon who stole it. Did she know that death was behind her? Was she crying out for me? Was she desperate for her father's arms? Or was she begging God for one miracle, one more breath, one way home? I will never know.
That hearing just wrapped up, and this mom is grieving. Assemblywoman Fantasia, first reactions to this breaking news?
Unbelievably heartbreaking, and the fact that we have leaders that are denying that this is happening. It's happening right in front of our faces. In the state of New Jersey, we had a little girl, 8 years old, hit in the head with a rock with a fractured skull from a repeat offender who wasn't in this country legally. And our Democrat leaders act like this is normal. This family will never be the same because Democrat legislators turned the other way and did not protect our daughters. This is unacceptable.
Yeah. And remember, I don't know if it was what's her name, Jasmine Crockett or AOC or Hakeem Jeffries, but one of them had said that it shouldn't matter whether this is an illegal or not. People who are victims of this type of crime, they don't distinguish whether the person was here legally or not. Well, this mom did.
It was Jasmine Crockett.
Yeah,
and she wasn't just saying that it shouldn't matter. She was admonishing the parents of murdered children that that's not how they should be thinking about it. I mean, again, utter, not even disrespect. I don't even gutter. It's gutter, not even utter. It's gutter trash. So again, that's that's there. But you know what? I know in our American justice system, I get it. I understand that the person who commits the crime is the one that should be held responsible. I get it. But what the rest of us needs to understand is that there are policies and people, mostly in the form of politicians, that need to have some accountability for the things and the issues or the policies that they push that lend to these types of people being able to commit the crimes that they are able to against Americans, innocent Americans. They need to be held accountable. Again, maybe just like the cities go on this rampage about they want to hold the gun manufacturers responsible. How about let's making these politicians responsible in some kind of civil suit? Maybe, just maybe, a good attorney, contact me. I'll work with you. If a good attorney's out there, I mean a bulldog that wants to go after these bastards who keep allowing and making the society, if you will, making the milieu for Americans to be slaughtered. Please contact me. I will work with you. I'll be a citizen, whatever you want to call it, advocate, whatever. Please, if you're a good attorney out there, give me a call.
Yeah. And Nicole, we remember who this young lady is. She was the Chicago student at Loyola who was brutally murdered. Her killer had prior arrests, was released, classic catch and release failure. And this is why we're talking about this. Delaney Hall detainees, they get meals, they get beds, they get health care. All right. They got rioters out there, assaulting police officers and in this manufactured chaos to stop Trump's deportations. And then you have this mom pleading with people to keep these deportations going. What are your thoughts?
It's unfortunate, but this mom is not the only mom. There's a growing list of mothers who are saying that this illegal migration and prosecutors' attempts to allow them to get away with these crimes so that they don't have an ICE detainer is what's killing Americans. Most of these people who are committing these murders have been deported once or twice and they've come back. They have a long, lengthy history of crimes that should have made them deportable, that should have earned them an absolute order of deportation. But what happens is they get plead down. They get plead down. And, you know, Jasmine Crockett, in all of her wisdom, told that panel in Congress of angel moms that your child would be no less dead if it had been an American person who killed them. This is who that party is. It is about power. It is about them and only them. They have no heart for the citizenry. This was someone's daughter who was minding her business, walking on a pier with her friends in what Chicago calls a safe place. Not so safe. She tried to run for her life. Like her mother said, she didn't make it 40 feet before this animal killed her. And now all they can think about is how can we treat the animal? How can we make his life comfortable? You know, complaining while you're in ICE detention is rich, considering you're not supposed to be here at all. We're still funding your health care. We're still feeding you, cooling you, warming you, doing all the things. In fact, this is the best treatment that most of these people have had in their entire lives. And can I tell you, I've had a damn enough of it. I've had enough. We should not hold them in detention. We need to deport them immediately back to their home nations or a nation next door. I don't have an issue. Make them walk. How'd they get here?
Well, let me ask you this. I'm gonna play the opposition here because they say that that's not due process. They say that
they're not Americans. Due process is for American citizens. Mm-hmm. That's what this is. And this is really where the rubber meets the road for us. Do constitutional protections apply to anybody who walks in our country, anybody who steps a foot over the border, or is it for the American citizen only? This is a constitutional question. And I will tell you
that birthright citizenship is important.
Exactly. Our birthright, our birth privilege, the honor, the blessing of being born under the stars and stripes earned us these God-given rights. They have rights in their own country. Take their passports and go back home. Make your nation great, just like we're trying to make ours great. But what you can't do is come here, harm us, rob us, rape us, maim us, and then expect us to keep you up for 2 years while some judge tries to decide if your asylum claim is for real. Send them home. Send them home.
Yeah. And this is, the Gormans is just one of many angel families who they're basically the human costs of ignoring the law. Sheridan Gorman's folks, remember her name. Remember her name, amongst many others we've talked about on this show. This is Poppin' Politics. As you come in, remember to like, share, and subscribe. This is what we do. We call these things out, folks. If you are tired of these power-hungry communist left trying to strip us of our rights, our God-given rights, as you mentioned, Nicole, and tear apart our country. Because this is what this manufactured chaos, these paid protesters, they're trying to tear apart the country. Folks, if you are tired of it and you want to call it out, you're in the right place. All right, ladies, let's set it off. Again, as you come in, hit that like button. It helps to get this video out in front of a wider audience, and we appreciate the support. Also, your super chats, they go a long way in keeping us online. We really appreciate each and every super chat. We don't have advertisers. We don't have sponsors. We've got you all. Okay, Absolutely. So thank you guys so much for each and every super chat. We got more coming here, folks, and it doesn't get any better. At least the news that we're talking about here today. Let's get right into this unhinged leftist. Again, still at this New Jersey detention center. So they had all kinds of people out here this weekend, folks, before they put in this curfew. And here we have this nutty guy who was, he looked like he was coked up on something. Maybe he was high on meth. He looked like he was drugged up on something. And he is being aggressive against a news reporter. He's actually an English news reporter, Ben Leo from the UK. This is clip one.
20 times more likely to commit sexual offences than
the Brits?
Yeah, native Brits.
The Brits that colonized the whole world, you mean? That raped and pillaged the whole world to get the power that they have?
The Brits, yeah.
Yeah, the Brits that did that.
Yeah.
And you guys have the audacity to say that the Afghans and Somalis did what?
Well, it's not audacity, it's just a fact.
So is it not a fact? Is it not a fact that y'all colonized the world through rape, murder, and pillaging? Right or wrong?
That was true, yeah.
All right then, so what are you talking about?
The British Empire.
So what are you talking about then?
Hey,
how dare you? How dare you?
Why are you shouting?
What are you, because you're that's why. How dare you?
So I want to break this down. All right, before we really, folks, it's more to come. It's more to come on this crazy guy. So, Nicole, you hear how he's trying to compare, I guess, colonialism to illegals coming here, committing crimes, and being detained. What are your thoughts on that?
He's a lunatic. But he's also faking the funk. Let's do this. This fake aggression that he's showing here, this fake barking at this man with these so-called facts. Okay, so yes, Spain, England, both colonial powers, right? But here's the difference. Would he be standing here if they were not colonial powers? There's a double-edged sword when you talk about colonial powers and what they've given to the world and how much it's cost the world. Right? Would he be standing on a nice, evenly paved road in a nice shady thing with power lines over top of his head? Maybe it looks like a gold necklace and a diamond earring in his ear, some sort of t-shirt on. Or would he be back in Africa sweating his balls off in a mud hut? Colonialism. This is what it is. Take it for what it is.
One they should have kept in chains. Listen. Okay, he's one they should have kept in change because this nut belongs in the zoo somewhere. He belongs behind a cage. All right. Before I get you in, Shelley, let's continue here a little bit.
Talking facts. Let's talk facts.
In my
Let's
face.
talk. So do something about it.
I'm not.
Do something about it,
Brit. My friend. I'm here.
Do something about it, Brit.
I'm here to ask questions.
How'd you get into this country? You talking about?
I'm here.
How dare you?
Why are you getting so angry?
Really because you're a piece of liar.
You know you're
a liar. You're a liar.
Would you like me to show you the
You're a liar. Bro, I just asked you. I just asked you what did the Brits do to have the power they have? Answer that question. Answer that question. Answer that question. How did the Brits get their power?
Can you stop spitting in my face? What was the question?
He's speaking.
Why are you shaking? Why are you getting so angry?
Because drone is going. I'm holding everything back not to break your jaw.
Well, you can do it. You would get arrested.
I don't give.
Shelley, I mean, what's going on here? Folks, for you just coming in, this is an interaction at the Delaney Hall in Newark, New Jersey, in front of the detention center there. We have paid protesters, which we believe this man is. This is alleging he is, and he is attacking a journalist here. Shelley, what are your thoughts?
Well, if it wasn't for Britain, his ass, he wouldn't be in Africa. He'd be part of the slave trade going to the east, probably speaking Arabic. That's what most likely would be happening right now. Thank God for Britain. The first country to abolish slavery, okay, for the world. So therefore, he's all worked up and angry, not to mention he's never even been enslaved, okay? Again, Shelley stats, these people had never even been enslaved themselves, and they have all of this vicarious trauma, empathy, whatever, never been enslaved. So this is, again, you're right, this is performative as well. This is what they do. They get worked up, these little bitch men with these effeminate emotionals and these emotional outbursts at nothing. Answer the question or don't. Move on. He got to go through all of this. And number 3, yes, what I'm going to say, he is proving the nigger culture point. Okay. Shelley stat number 2. He's proving the nigger culture because this is how niggers act. And unfortunately, I got to add my little song. Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see?
This doesn't make your argument look good. This doesn't make your argument look good. Came out here.
I came out here to talk
for violence.
Yes.
Well, there you go. That's the left. That is the degenerate, violent left. You give facts.
Who started it?
Came all the way over.
Who started it? Who started it?
You give facts, you give data, and they get violent. This is what you see on the streets of Newark last night.
Started, I'm gonna finish it. Started, I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah, I wish you well, my friend.
Started, I'm gonna finish it.
Hey, why don't you go back to your country?
No, I live here at the moment.
Oh, you live here?
I do, yeah.
How'd you get over here? What you do?
Aeroplane.
Oh, cool.
These people are really weird. I mean, they are really weird. Okay. This is bizarre. And it doesn't stop here. It doesn't stop here. He goes on. Take a look at this. This is clip 2.
What you thought was going to happen? You thought shit was sweet?
Well, normally we have conversations. We have conversations and we talk about
people's lives are at stake, sir.
This is life or death. It sounds like you're an agitator.
I'm the agitator.
Yes.
Look at this. You're surrounding me. He's spitting in my face saying he's going to break my jaw, and I'm the agitator.
You're standing here with a camera and a microphone.
I'm the bad guy.
And there's kids in there.
I'm the bad guy. Yeah.
I mean, this is why what Charlie Kirk did was so important. It was about dialogue. We could disagree, but there was dialogue. But folks, even though, as we mentioned, we believe this guy is one of these paid protesters, we have been in situations like this, okay? When you go to protest, we've all gone to protests before, even not or counter protests. We've gone where where we've been in situations where you have counter protests. There is what protests as well. They are unhinged. They do exactly this. They're very aggressive. They try to fight you. This is how the left is all the time, paid or not. Do you agree there, Shelley?
Yeah, because they're largely they operate on emotions and, again, in anger or a violent streak, if you will. When you don't agree with their position, they really don't want to argue the point, debate, walk away, still disagree, whatever. No, they want to beat you to a pulp over absolutely nothing. He is literally proving the stereotype of the angry black man. Okay, no, it's not angry black women right now, but and they cannot see beyond their own little emotional sphere. They don't know how to, quote unquote, read the room, if you will. This is, again, performative. He wants this white guy, this journalist, he really wants him to do something so then he can justify beating him to a pulp over absolutely nothing.
Yeah, he's a bully.
Yeah.
I was asking
Well, I think you're probably a nice guy, get down, and outside this, we probably get on down at the pub or something.
I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
What you want to do? You want to kick for them? You want to kick up for them? Kick.
Want to what, sorry?
You want to kick up for them?
I think you got to go.
You out here kicking up for them?
I think you got to go.
No, I'm staying here. I'm not going to be intimidated by
No, I know that's right.
Oh, you mean like you came here with guns yesterday?
I'm not scared of you.
You mean intimidated by like motherfuckers with guns yesterday?
You can square up to me and get violent.
So why do you love you if you're not afraid of him?
Why would I be afraid?
You're definitely less afraid of me.
I'm a human being here to have a conversation.
Are you a human being?
You're not here to have a conversation.
You're not here to conversation. You're
to
start
You're not.
I admit it.
We're not stupid like you. You need to get
I'm here for all the smoke. I'm here for all the smoke. Yeah, I want it. I need it.
And then you called him.
Go down to the gym then, mate. Go down to a boxing gym if you want to scrap. I'm not going to scrap you.
What's wrong with you?
Anyone watching him squaring up to me, saying he's going to break my jaw?
I said it. And what? And what? You came out here. You came out here. You knew what it was when you came out here. You knew what you were doing asking those questions. You got what you wanted.
Dude, you are
now do something about
it.
You knew what he's literally admitting, Nicole, that all he was doing was asking questions.
But, here's the thing. This is the rub. They get paid more. This is how they bump up the pay scale when they have a viral clip. So now we'll see this so-called angry black man routine at protests around the nation. This is how they bump up the pay scale. Note, maybe I think it was the second clip that you showed, the white guy who's standing off stage left, holding the cell phone, is smiling intently as he records it. He's not concerned for his friend's safety, the other man's safety. He's saying, okay, this is viral. He's going to get a bonus. He's going to bump up the pay scale. If you take a look, all of them are grinning. Here's the rub, though. And this is where it gets really interesting. If you listen to what he's actually saying, he and the older white guy are telling this man that he can't be where he is.
Right.
It's the United States of a damn America. He can be where the hell he wants to be. Isn't that what you're here protesting about? Isn't that what you're protesting about? So it's okay for illegals to inhabit the space, but people who traveled here on a visa, who are here working, I don't know if this guy's a student, I don't know what the situation is, but clearly he's in the country legally. He can't be in a space legal, but you're out here barking like a hungry rabbit ass dog for illegal people, lying, saying that they're being tortured and women and children are being killed when all they're doing is laying in air conditioning, getting fucking fat. Really? Miss me with that anger, bro.
You're absolutely right.
Do something about it. You got what you wanted, right?
Mate, you do something.
Do something about it.
You're the one squaring.
I am.
Hi.
I am.
Sorry.
Let somebody come and talk to me like this. Think rock. I'm who's in front of me.
Any guys gonna like do anything about this guy?
You gotta chill out.
Squaring up to me, saying he's gonna smash my. I'm a journalist from London. You're
both getting in each other's face, so just separate.
I'm not getting in his face. I'm standing here very calmly and politely asking questions.
Very provocative questions and
Call your boys. We're the Proud Boys. And the police are useless. The
Yeah.
police are useless. The journalist guy is asking them, do you see this guy? You know, he's being aggressive. And they say, that's it. So what?
Did you notice he said you're asking provocative questions? This is my little side note that I had to myself. Y'all know I'm always on free speech. I really think some of these riots or these whatever so-called these viral moments, I really think underlying consequence is that between the media and the government, they want to come in and ban certain things from being said. It's a backdoor way to reduce, if not damn near restrict, our free speech rights. What does he mean by you're asking provocative questions? How? A question is a question. It may be provocative. It may not be something you like to ask or hear, but that doesn't mean you don't get to say it. I think this is a backdoor way on our 1A rights across the board, and generally speaking.
You know what's interesting? If they were in the UK, the cop would be right. You're not allowed to say provocative things. You can't ask provocative questions. But here is this Londoner here in America on American soil, duly allowed to be here, asking not even provocative questions. He just asked him what he was doing there. He didn't ask him anything provocative. And this guy just takes off on a "I'm almost so tough" kind of rant. I mean, it's ridiculous. But you saw the level of fake aggression when it was about the issue. And then it just became about this man's, how dare you be here? How dare you be free in a free nation? How dare you walk around when we're out here protesting for illegal people to be freer than us? How dare you? That he's just asinine. There's no two ways about it.
Absolutely. Folks, sound off. Let us know what you think. I mean, do you think this protester went too far? Or do you believe that the English journalist shouldn't have been there? Let us know. We have some super chatters here.
All right, everybody. It's Monday. We are looking forward to your super chats. We have one from Steven. Thank you. A new listener here. Thank you for your $5. I came across this channel last week. Y'all be speaking the truth. I love it. Keep up the great work. I want to say I love this channel, y'all, and we love you right back. And thank you so much for being here. And look, while you're here, everybody, don't forget, go to our YouTube page. Give us a thumbs up. Remember, we made hard work, not by DI. We made the Million Podcast Top 10 Conservative Women's Podcast this year, just a couple weeks ago. So you can see the post on our YouTube page. Give us a thumbs up, share it, like it. Go hit to our page and subscribe. We need your support. We thank you for your support. This was hard earned, and we are so proud of your support and our work. Thank you so much. Don't forget, also, we have a Discord channel. We have a merchandise website.
What's up, everybody? This is Poppin' Politics. Get your merch. Are you a Poppin' Politics fan? Are you unapologetically American? Or not black, not white American? We got it all for you right here. Get your merch.
Get the classic shirt. Classic. Goes with everything, comes in a variety of colors. Smart, edgy, conservative, like us, like you. This is a great way to support the channel. Click the merch button.
There is no shame in being an American. Get your shirt today and be unapologetic about it. Get your shirt, wear it, and be a proud American.
You can get it all in t-shirts and hoodies. You can get it in stickers, on bags. You can get it all on our website, metroconservativemedia.com, or our YouTube page, Pop and Politics, and tag over to store. You can get your merch and show you're proud to be an American and support Pop and Politics. All right.
Y'all like our commercial? Give us a thumbs up, hit that like, share, and subscribe, and let us know what you think in the chat.
We had so much fun making that commercial, but the point is, get the merch. Our A250 merchandise is available. It is available. You guys almost broke the internet when it first came out. Keep buying. Father's Day is right around the corner. It makes a great gift for dads, for grads, and all the other people celebrating this summer. There are so many great A250 events coming up. You want to have your merch. You can get this beautiful cup and fill it up with liberal tears and sit out somewhere and take a sip. It would be delicious.
Absolutely, folks. Well, while we celebrate the 250th anniversary of America, amongst all of you, we're all patriots here. We love this country. We know it's not perfect, but guess what? It's the best place on the planet. While we do that, we have people like Hasan Piker who hate this country, who despise it, who want to tear it apart. All right. Have you guys heard of this guy? He's this leftist that has been he's a Democrat darling. And he was also at this detention center this weekend. So for you all who have not heard of him, take a look. This is clip 6.
Well, my understanding is that the property owners who have properties there choose just not to rent it at all.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers and murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods.
Literally doesn't matter. He can prep with whoever he wants. He can prep with Benny Morris if he wants. There is no way you support terrorism, ? No, I don't. I don't support the state of Israel, and I don't support the state of the United States.
I don't have any sort of patriotism in my heart for America, but just in general. I'm not like a very, I care.
All right. I mean, this guy is disgusting. Okay. And so he actually showed up Saturday at the protest outside the ICE detention centers. And he defended the pro-communist anti-ICE activists tied to Neville Roy Singham's China Link network. And he basically said, and I quote, they were wonderful people. And he got heckled by critics. Yes, he did. He blasted New Jersey Democrat Governor Mickey Sherrill for deploying the state police and putting out this curfew, claiming she's enabling Trump's deportations. But guess what? There were patriots there, folks, who told him to get the hell out. Take a look here. This is clip 5.
That are doing this violence feel a sense of accountability, and they change. That's a political philosophy, right? That's what it says. I thought you knew what I was saying.
They getting him out of there. He just got to. Something just happened, bro. Something just happened. Be careful. I just seen a nigga bust his ass right there. Wait, what happened? What happened that quick? What happened?
He's a fucking fraud. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. People following him because he got money.
Yeah.
Look at him running. You don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Fuck Twitch. They get out of here with them view bots. You view botting pussy. The fuck out of here, you view botting bitch. The fuck out of here, nigga. Go back to your desktop, you dog abuser. You fucking dog abuser. You abuse dogs, huh? You fucking bitch. You abuse dogs, right? How about we abuse you? You fucking punk. You abuse dogs? Word? What's up? What's up? You abuse dogs too? What's up? You fucking dog abuser, get the fuck out of my shit. Fuck out of here. Fuck Twitch. Go suck Dan Clancy dick. Punk, yeah, I ain't talking to you. Respect women, queen. I will never disrespect you, queen. Stay in your lane. This for my people right here. I don't even know this nigga. This is my people. Fuck you. Fuck Twitch. You dog abusing bitch.
So he just continued on and on until Hasan Piker ran out of there like a little, like I don't know. Nicole, what are your thoughts on that exchange?
He ran out of there like the delicate little man he is. This is what happens when bullies are confronted. This is what happens when your fake level of aggression meets a man. Meets a man. And you hear him talking to the girl at the end who's like, well, you know, I ain't even talking to you. Mind your business. Stay in your lane. This is some man stuff. It has nothing to do with you. Boy, where would we be as a culture? Where would we be if men stood up to weak ass men like Hasan Piker? Where would we be? If patriots held him to task for the things that he says, for the things that he's done, we would be far better off. But this type of confrontation is one thing. When most people think about confronting them, they think of the repercussions that happen to like Daniel Penny. Like they're going to ruin your life. They're going to come after you. They're going to sue you. They're going to do all these things if you stand up. Our culture has got to change. We have got to learn to let men be men, and ladies, just stay out of their way. Let them do their man folk work. It's not our responsibility to come in between the two of them.
Yeah. Shelley, what are your thoughts on what happened there?
Well, for all the dogs in the world, I say woof, woof, woof. Good. I'm glad. Americans don't like you to mess with their dogs, okay? They just don't. That's number one. Number two, I've said this before. Women, when two guys are at it or whatever, you don't get your little ass in the middle. Just stand back, okay? He just stay out the way. All right, fine. I mean, they might get bloody and hurt, whatever, but just stand back. What? Okay, that's it. However, number three, I want to know if Chank is going to talk about this on what is it, the Young Turk?
I can't wait to find out.
This. Yeah, I wonder if he's going to talk about this. But if you
he's a rabid dog himself.
If you don't like it here, get your ass to stepping. Nobody's holding you here. And this is going to go into my other premise. I've said before, I don't even want naturalized citizens to be able to vote now. I know he was born here, but he's an anchor baby. Y'all might be mad at me in the chat, but I'm so sick of these damn immigrants, anchor babies, naturalized, coming here and want to make America in the places where they live. They want to make it like their quote unquote homeland. Well, go back to the homeland if that's where you want to be. Remake that, because you won't be able to do that because you'll be hemmed up. You will be lynched and burned and beaten and all stoned to death. You won't be able to do that. Don't come here to make America like what you or your ancestors left. If that's the case, stay your ass there. Don't come. We don't want it. I applaud those guys, whoever. I don't even know who they were, but this is our country. Our country. We have fought, bled, died. Millions of Americans have done so to preserve our Constitution. And by golly, we're still going to do it. We're still going to do it. Wolf, wolf, be damned.
Yeah. Well, you know, this Hasan Piker, President Trump is on that ass. All right. So the feds subpoenaed him over a March trip that he took to communist Cuba with Code Pink activists. So he's under possible sanctions and violations. So Piker, he's been playing it, but he claims he wasn't served, but he actually was. And he's saying the government is targeting activists instead of the Epstein class. That's what he was quoted as saying. But here's a clip where he is terrified of what's to come. Take a look. This is clip 7.
Not great. Okay. I mean, it's bullshit, but still not great that, you know, they're after your boy. They're up my ass. And I'll obviously get into it right now. They're after your boy. They're up my ass.
Get up there. Plunge it.
And I'll obviously get into it right now. I'll tell you all about it, but let me blast off real quick. We will free you, brother. Yeah, free me. Free me. Free me. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I'm you know, I'm about to be seemingly made an example of.
Make an example of them. Make it. Oh, I love that. I love when the left grovels, when they're scared, when they're afraid. This is why they hate President Trump, because they know that President Trump means business. He is not playing around with these people. And they know this, and they're terrified.
The shit's chess, it ain't checkers.
Hey, Nicole, what are your thoughts on what he said?
You know, I'm more enthralled with Shelley's plunger. I think she's going to do a little plunging.
Oh my goodness. Oh my! I hope that's a clean plunger. I hope
it's brand new. It's still got the sticker on it.
Oh my goodness!
Still has the sticker on it. But what I wanted to say is this: he's just getting a small taste of what they put the Trump family through for years. A small taste, and you see how it's broken him down. Do you see that? Did you notice that the first finger ring is no longer there? Yeah! And he's losing weight. He's gnashing his teeth and all of that. And actually, they have a reason to go after him, unlike the Trump family. So let's.
I hope he's so stressed he can't pee or he can't poop.
Uncle Chank's going to spend some money to try to save him from himself, and it's not going to work. It's going to be unrelenting, and it's deserved. So well deserved.
This guy's trash. He hates us. He hates our country.
Yes.
Being constipated will cause you all kinds of stress. But so you need a good plunger to suck it out. And when you suck it all out and plunge it out, Nicole, you know you can lose weight. You know, you lose a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why he needs. So I hope they will suck out the life of him. Not literally. I don't want to put him in, but I hope they will suck him out, clean him out dry. Them intestines, you can probably roll around there real clean. Toilet paper won't even get dirty and brown. Suck him out. Plunge it clean. Sick of these people. Take your ass home. Don't come here. And then again, using these under the rug methods, if you will, getting funded by all of these anti-American groups, and then claiming that, you know, anti-capitalist and F us. No. F you, because you've been screwed. You need this damn plunger, boy. You need to be plunged out from the rooty to the tootie.
Yeah, I agree. Bring it on. I mean, not. Yep. Knock him out. Folks, as you come in, as you see, we still have more to cover here tonight, but hit that like button. It helps to get this video out in front of a wider audience, and we appreciate the support. It looks like we have some super chatters here.
Yes, we do. Let's see who we have here. We have Brenda. Hi, Brenda. Thank you for your $10. I love your 250 shirt, your American 250 shirt. Thank you, Brenda. And all the rest of you, go to www.metroconservativemedia or Pop in Politics on YouTube at the store and get yours. That's right. Kung Fu CJ. Thank you, Kung Fu. Thank you for your $2. That bonehead was banned from the UK.
Yeah, he was. He's had a horrible last couple of days.
Scrapping Booty, thank you for your $5, my dear. His mom was wrong. He's not special.
Yeah,
that's right. We also have Josh. Hi, Josh. Thank you, Josh, for your $100. Just so incredibly proud of you, ladies, and our incredible pop fam. Let's keep racking up the wins. Yes, thank you, Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, we appreciate.
That's so amazing.
Thank you so much. All right. Yeah, we got more coming here, folks. So again, as you come in, hit that like button. Make sure you share the video. Share it on a text message, on your social media, in a DM. We want to get the word out, folks, because we have a country to save, and we are under direct attack from the left, from China, who are putting in leftists and communists within our country to destroy it. But they don't understand that we are stronger. We're stronger together. We need to come together with like values, like morals, people who love this country, and push back against it. So, yeah, absolutely. And folks, we have other channels here. If you guys didn't know, we are on the Metro Conservative Media Network. We have a new channel breaking. coming up here. We have do we have there it is, the right verdict. The Right Verdict here on YouTube. This is going to be a show about law, truth, accountability. We're going to cover court cases, viral court cases here. You can catch us every Thursday at 10 p.m. at The Right Verdict. 10 p.m. every Thursday. We are doing our first show this Thursday. You do not want to miss it. All right. Also, we have Just the Guys podcast every Saturday at 6:30 p.m. You get Just the Guys. They're a great podcast from a male's perspective every Saturday at 6:30 p.m. And you can catch me. You can catch me on Christian Conservative. That's at KJ Christian Conservative every Thursday and Sunday night at 9 p.m. So this Thursday, you got to watch me and then head on over to The Right Verdict at 10 p.m. And it's going to be a spectacular show. You got a full night ahead. So, all right. All right, folks. So let's get into some good news. We've been talking about the left the first half of the show tonight. Folks, Trump just did something amazing. He is muscling the Save America Act through. All right. He's found a way to get this done for us through budget reconciliation to sidestep the Democrat filibuster and lock in citizenship proof for federal elections. So as you guys know, the House, they passed it back in February, but the Senate has stalled based along party lines. But it looks like with Trump's backing, it may finally pass. Take a look here. This is clip 3.
Will resume a marathon debate session on the Save America Act. So the White House is pushing to pass the legislation. There's more support building, and here's a headline from Fox Digital. GOP governors, AGs, back Trump Save Act push, warn system gives undue influence to states with illegal aliens. But senators are still split amongst party lines.
I don't think this is a hot take. Only American citizens should be voting in American elections.
We will not let this evil legislation pass. No Jim Crow 2.0. No Jim Crow 2.0.
We have a bill that's been entitled the Save America Act. But make no mistake, this is not about saving America. That is a fraud on the American people.
And Karl Rove, Fox News contributor, joins us now. Karl, what?
All right. So it is actually, it will save America, folks, because these Democrats, we know very well here in Maryland, are trying to cheat. Shelley, what are your thoughts here?
We do need and we want this bill. If you one vote, one American. That's it. Show your ID to verify who you are when you go to the polls. That's pretty much it. This bill is not going to stop women, married women. No, it's not going to stop you from voting. It will certainly ensure that our voting systems are fair, safe, secure, and that we can have the integrity in them that we need to and must have. Don't listen to this BS, Jim Crow 2.0. They come up with these slogans and their catchy phrases. They don't know what they're saying. They just know that it sounds good and I'm going to join this bandwagon. This bill needs to pass, even if it passes along party lines. If there's a tie, that's why we got J.D. Vance. Go in there and break the tie.
Absolutely. And what happens now with this reconciliation is they just need a simple majority. So not 60 votes. All right. It ties to the border security funding. And so that's smarter leverage. And so Trump called not passing it an unrecoverable death wish for the GOP. Nicole, do you agree? Or what do you think this is going to pass this time?
I think it will. And there are a couple of reasons why. Not only because it only requires 51 votes to pass. Senator Kennedy has been working tirelessly for several months several months behind the scenes. He's been on many conservative podcasts talking about how to push it through reconciliation to make sure that the money that's tied to it is actually tied to it. So reconciliation can't just pass policy. It has to be policy tied to a line in the budget. This is the difference between what would require 60 votes and what only requires 51 votes. And I know that sounds like a whole bunch of hullabaloo, but what that means is if we can get ourselves together, they can't stop us, right? If we can get ourselves together. So what's changed? What's changed since the last time this came up and now? Oh, Trump won every primary.
Yep.
All of his people. When they saw establishment Republican long-term senators getting dusted off, not by a couple of points, but by a huge margin, all the lights came on and said, well, wait a minute.
The shit's chess, it ain't checkers.
Do I really want to go back to selling insurance, or would I like to stay here in my cushy federal job? How many more terms before I'm fully vetted and I get to collect my federal pension? How do I stay on the good side of this very powerful president?
Right.
Yeah, that's what's changed. Now they know he's not playing. Go ahead and play the one where she's kicking him with the feet.
Yeah, knock him out, Trump.
Yep, he's not playing. And let me tell you, they tried to pull his punk card and he showed them what he's working with. He absolutely is a force to be reckoned with, and I would not want to be on his bad side.
Nope, because he will put his whole foot in their mouth. And as you say, Nicole, wiggle his toes.
Wiggle his toes around.
Absolutely, folks. And what does this Save America Act do? It requires documentary proof of U.S. citizenship. That's it. You passport, birth certificate, or real ID. All right. And to register for that's what you need to register for federal elections. It mandates states remove non-citizens. This is why they wanted open borders. It mandates these non-citizens from the rolls using the DHS databases. Okay. It adds strict photo ID requirements at the polls, and it cracks down on mail-in abuse. You know we need that. My goodness. We just saw in LA, they're burning up the ballot boxes. Did you guys see that? Yeah. So you know this is needed. This is needed. We, like Josh said in the chat, this is so important. I think this is probably one of the, if not the most important legislation of our lifetime. I'm going so far to say that, because we need to protect our electoral system.
You know, I think one of the things that Americans often forget, because our culture is changing back so fast, the progress that we're having is happening so fast, that he hasn't even been in office 2 years yet, right? And here we are. Iran is no longer an issue. The border is secure. We're deporting the people who aren't supposed to be here, and we're securing our elections. It sounds like check mark, check mark, check mark, like he's working that list. But securing our elections and securing our birthright, most important. All the other things are very nice. I'm glad to have, especially once they're codified and Democrats can't, fool around with it. But these are two things that ensure America's next 250 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, folks. Sound off in the chat. Let us know what you think. Do you agree that this is an important piece of legislation that the Republicans must get done? Let us know. All right. Shelly?
All right, we have some super chats. Hi, Jessica. Thank you for joining us tonight. From the front door to the tree-free Kaya.
Kaya is Hasan's dog.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, Jessica. Mackenzie should be in bed. Thank you.
She says she's on summer break.
It's summertime. Stay up late, Mackenzie. Stay up late.
Oh my gosh. All right. Thank you guys so much. All right, we're moving right along. Again, another reason why we need this done is because we know that the Democrats do not want free and safe elections. All right. And one of them, have you guys been following this Plattner guy in Maine? Okay. So, we've been talking about these Antifa mobs, these leftist, socialist, communists like Hasan Piker types as they riot at Delaney Hall and demanding we release criminal illegals, while the Democrats prop up this Plattner candidate. And he's a walking scandal factory. He's the guy that they're putting against the main Republican. What's her name? The lady?
Susan Collins.
Susan Collins, right. Mm-hmm. So this guy is supposed to be their main savior, and he's a walking piece of shit. Take a look. This is clip 4.
The tattoo, he didn't cover it until October of 2025, 18 years after getting it, and only when it became a political problem. Think about that for a moment. 18 years of getting out of the shower, 18 years of looking into the mirror and seeing the Totenkopf. That's not a drunken mistake in Croatia. That's a daily choice, sustained for nearly 2 decades.
Now to new trouble for a Democratic candidate in a key Senate race. Maine Senate candidate Graham Plattner is fighting new claims about his personal conduct. Jay O'Brien is on Capitol Hill with the latest. Jay, good morning.
Mary, good morning to you. This is one of the most closely watched Senate races in the country, critical to Democrats' hopes of taking back power here on Capitol Hill. And this morning, their presumptive candidate weathering yet another controversy.
This morning, Graham Plattner, the rising Democratic star and frontrunner for the party's nomination to challenge Maine's longtime Republican Senator Susan Collins, in hot water yet again. The Wall Street Journal and New York Times reporting Plattner's wife, Amy Gertner, disclosed to his campaign her husband reportedly exchanged sexually explicit messages with as many as a dozen women. At a campaign event last night, Plattner responding.
These people are going to try to make this race about anything but what it's supposed to be about, which is policy. They never want to talk about policy. Amy and I have a very loving and very happy marriage.
The candidate's wife reportedly finding the messages in the spring of 2025 before Plattner's candidacy and later notifying the campaign out of concern it could hurt Plattner's high-stakes race. ABC News has not independently verified the reports.
No marriage is perfect, and I don't want a perfect marriage.
In a video posted by Plattner's campaign, Gertner coming to her husband's defense, saying the two have been to counseling and arguing voters will ignore what she calls gossip.
People in Maine want affordable gas. They want to be able to see their doctor when they're sick. They want to be able to send their kids to a nice school.
Without directly addressing the reports, Plattner saying in a statement, quote, Amy and I went through something hard because of me. We did the work and I'm grateful for her every hour of every day. An oyster farmer and Marine combat veteran Plattner's.
All right. So, Nicole, you heard what he said. Well, we know he went through something hard. That was the issue. He should have not been hard. He should have kept this little thing in his pants. But, I mean, is this a character flaw or is this just gossip? What are your thoughts along with the Nazi tattoo?
Well, listen, that in the grand scheme of things, of everything that we know about this man, him sexting other women is the least of the concerns, which tells me that all of these Democrats that are coming out against him, the only time Democrats come out against Democrats is when there's another Democrat it helps. They have no use for him, not because he's a whore. He's allowed to be a whore. It's the Democrat Party. This is what they did. You guys remember Bill Clinton, right? He's a misogynist. He's anti-Purple Heart. He has anti-military things, although he served in the military. Right. He has said some of the most horrifically racist things and gotten away with it. You've not heard them call out any of that bad behavior, but he's sexting a couple of chubby chicks on Kick, and now all of a sudden the Democrats want to burn him at the stake? Something's rotten in Denmark, honey. There's something else going on behind the scenes. There's a bigger issue, and we won't find out until one, Susan Collins kicks his ass, or they pull him off the ballot. One of two things.
Yeah. I want to get your thoughts on this, Shelley. Before I do, here's Sher Michael on CNN talking about it. This is clip 9.
A simple question. This guy is very controversial, and it's a question about judgment and character. Just a week ago, Jessica, our Manu Raju, the New York Times, asked Mr. Plattner directly, Is there anything else that we should expect? Anything else that the voters of Maine should expect? And he frankly said, no, this is it. This is all behind me. I'm focused on winning. I'm focused on my campaign message. I'm focused on representing the Democratic voters of the state of Maine. And here we are a week later, he lied. And so that the next question becomes, what else will come out of this? There are 12 ladies. Will any of those ladies decide to give interviews? I feel sorry for his wife. She did not ask for this. It is unfortunate and it is unfair to her. I will acknowledge that. But he is running for U.S. Senate. Susan Collins is the type of Republican that Democrats say they want. She's independent-minded. She doesn't always vote with the party, as you all know. We've talked about this on our network. She's tried. She is true versus someone who continuously, week after week, says there isn't anything else. And sure enough, there's another rabbit hole we find ourselves debating about. I don't think you can trust Graham Plattner, and I think most of the voters of Maine will find that out over the next couple of weeks and months.
All right. Shelly, what do you think about this guy?
Oh, well, first, let me say, Bernie, thank you. I grabbed the wrong end of the stick, so that was my fault, but I corrected it. So my flag slid down, and I grabbed the wrong end of the stick. So he told me my flag was upside down. But that's so. What I think about Graham Plattner, Bernie, $10. Thank you. Shelly, is that fund you another method of lipo? By the way, your flag is upside down. Thank you, Bernie. I got it. Thank you for that, my friend. Look, Graham Plattner, the fact that number one, that Maine is he's even on the ballot to this degree, running against that kind of like something's not right about that, because I get it. Maine is a little more moderate, which is why Susan Collins has won so many times. She knows her people, she knows her state. So I get that. Number one. Number two, Graham Plattner is being roughshod. I guess I'm gonna say roughshod by the Democratic Party for whatever reason. I agree with Shermichael. I think there's more to come. This is just the teaser. This is just like one of those slush fund kind of things that we talk about. The Democratic Party, they know what's coming down the pike, so they're trying to get him off the radar right then and there. And as far as I understand it, from what I've read, what I've listened to, his wife was the one who gave the information to a former campaign manager, PR person. So she talked about this to this person. For whatever reason, the person, spilled his mouth like a tabloid. But nevertheless, there's more to come. That's what I think.
Do you know what
she did? He apparently he sent messages to these women, allegedly, including crude references like calling his penis mein Führer and blitzkrieg that ass, end quote. And she flagged it to the campaign last August during opposition research. So, but what is going on is this Plattner guy, he leads Janet Mills, who dropped out 76-10 in the June 9th Democratic primary. Okay. He edges Collins as of right now, as far as general election polls, 51-42. All right. He's also endorsed by Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Ruben Gallego, and the unions. Okay. So they got a problem. They shouldn't have got to put this guy on the back this guy. They backed the wrong horse.
Do you know the reason why they picked him is because Democrats have a man problem, especially a white man problem. So what they were looking for is what they thought they had in Tim Walz, the all-American guy, a guy who has a hoodie on and maybe some work boots, who wears a beard. They are desperate to make a connection with white men. Unfortunately, they have very bad taste in men, incredibly poor taste in men, because nothing about this man and his philandering ways, his hateful rhetoric, his Nazi tattoo says all American, especially when you call your penis the blitzkrieg. No, sir. No, sir. So all of this to say, they've not learned a damn thing from that Kamala loss. They've not learned one thing. And they certainly have got to stop asking the women who run their party how to engage men. Better yet, doing it.
We have a note. So actually, he called his penis mein Führer.
Mein Führer.
Right.
Mein Führer.
What he said was he would blitzkrieg that ass. So we're thinking he's doing that with his penis, but it's the mein Führer is going to blitzkrieg that ass. So yeah.
I like thank you, production, for the note. I stand corrected. Mind Fury.
Yeah. It's sick. It's sick. This guy is sick. He's trash. And Maine, we hope and pray that you all have the mind not to vote for this guy. Keep Janet in there. All right. So so he's going to automatically win the primary. Then is that right?
Because she dropped out. I think she drop out.
Yeah, she
dropped out.
Yeah,
this
so
is a 2-horse race. This is what this is going to be. But I'm going to tell you what's very interesting. People used to do this with Steny Hoyer. And they would get ahead in the polls, and people are like, oh no, Steny's got a challenger. Susan Collins is like Steny Hoyer in that the party doesn't start until she comes home. Now, keep in mind, she's still in session. She has to come to DC. She has to vote. She has to be present. But when she's there, you saw over the last week, her numbers rise astronomically, because while they're away, he has carte blanche to do what he needs to do, to campaign. He's on the road, and she's here in DC. But when she gets back home, though, this is where you see Susan Collins. And again, you know, she's not my favorite Republican, but Maine likes her, you know, and if this is what the constituents want, this is what they'll have. I just feel sorry for all of the people in Maine who are believing the hype that the Democrats are putting out. I do think cooler heads will prevail. And I also think there's a lot more to come, out of that campaign.
Well, we're going to be covering it, folks. We will cover it. We want it all out, get it out in the open. And we will keep you informed as to this, how dirty this trashy guy gets. Okay. I think we have some super chatters here.
All right, let's see what we have. All right, we have Kung Fu CJ again. Thank you for your $2. I want to be like Josh when I grow up. Okay. Okay. There you go. And we have Sage Beauty. Thank you for your $10. Thank you for joining us tonight. Anyone else? Come on, keep them coming. Don't forget, everybody out there in chat land, hit that like, share, and subscribe so you will know when we are on air, when our clips play, all those things. Go ahead and do that right now. And don't forget, we have a webpage, www.metroconservativemedia.com. You can find out all the information about all our shows, Just the Guys, of course, Poppin' Politics, Christian Conservative, and our new show, The Right Verdict, which will be airing on Thursday, this coming Thursday, our first episode. We hope you join us. Go right there now to @The Right Verdict and subscribe so you will be notified when we come on. It's a late night, but we are going to do it, and we'll see you there on Thursday.
All right. And our merch. What's up, everybody? This is Poppin' Politics. Get your merch. Are you a Poppin' Politics fan? Are you unapologetically American? Or not black, not white American? We got it all for you right here. Get your merch.
Get the classic shirt. Classic. Goes with everything, comes in a variety of colors. Smart, edgy, conservative, like us, like you. This is a great way to support the channel. Click the merch button.
There is no shame in being an American. You get your shirt today and be unapologetic about it. Get your shirt, wear it, and be a proud American.
You can get it all in t-shirts and hoodies. You can get it in stickers, on bags. You can get it all on our website, metroconservativemedia.com, or our YouTube page, Pop and Politics, and tag over to store. You can get your merch and show you're proud to be an American and support Pop and Politics. All right, folks. Well, we got one more story to cover tonight. We are talking about the latest in the LA mayoral race. All right, as we said on Friday, Spencer Pratt is surging. All right. If we have any folks in California, sound off in the chat. Let us know what you think. But before we do, take a look here. This is clip 8.
Is your take on President Trump? You're going to host the Olympics in 2 years. You're going to be the mayor of that city, maybe. What's your relationship going to be like with President Trump?
I'm going to have a relationship with 2 presidents, and they're going to be the same. I'm going to work with the president the same way I'm going to work with the city council members, or my state reps, or the lieutenant governor, or the new governor. I'm going to work with whoever I need to work with to execute the best for Angelenos, period.
Do you want his endorsement?
I don't need anyone's endorsement but mothers. That's who's getting me elected. People keep forgetting it's Democratic moms that do not feel safe that are putting me in office in in 5 days.
Can you explain to me something? Because you're not afraid of anything. You're not afraid of giving your opinion on anything, but you won't give me an opinion on President Trump. And I get it that
this guy is slime. He is slime. This is a Democratic operative. He's trying to get this man to give a soundbite that the Democrats can use. Do you ladies see this before we go on, Nicole?
Absolutely. He's pushing him so hard. He wants him to say that he's a Trumper. He wants him to say that he's MAGA. He wants him to say, absolutely, I'm going to listen to what the president says. I'm not going to be a free thinker, and Democrats aren't going to like me. I'm just running on Republicans. And Spencer Pratt is giving it right back to him. Good for him. Whoever got him ready for this interview gave him the murder board of his life, and it shows. Good job, Spencer.
Endorsement, his blessing may not be good for you. It likely isn't good for you in LA.
That's your
but
opinion.
if you're fearless, what do you think of President Trump? You're a Republican, right?
Again, this right here, what you're doing.
I'm just asking.
No, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
This conversation is what's destroyed local elections. People don't care in LA. They want to feel safe. They don't want to step in human poop. I don't need to have personal opinions about anybody that doesn't affect them stepping in human poop. It's not being scared. I'm just not falling in for this tribal politics back and forth. It's a local election. I'm not running for president, so it doesn't matter my opinion on any presidents.
Okay, but you will, if you get elected, try to build a relationship with them.
I will build relationships with everybody to execute for Angelenos.
Wow, I gotta take a bath. I gotta take a bath as soon as we finish here. This is how dirty that interviewer was. Shelley, what are your thoughts?
Spencer Pratt is all that. Okay, I'm rhyming tonight. Spencer Pratt is all that. He's right. First of all, why does it matter what he says or likes or doesn't like about President Trump? This is a local election, our second largest state that stinks, and apparently walking in the poop is true. Okay, that's drug addled, drug littered, needles everywhere, homeless people all in the streets. Why should his relationship with President Trump matter? But I tell you what, if he's not elected, Los Angeles, you're going to have more shit. You're going to have more homeless people. Karen Bass is not going to be bothered. Karen Bass lives in some gated community where the people come and clean her street probably every damn day using your taxpayers' money. Spencer Pratt, again, I'm praying that he wins. I'm praying. This journalist, you're right, he's an operative. He wants you to say that so that the people of Los Angeles, they can get all emotional, how much you like Trump, and then they're going to mess up their own lives, continue to mess up their lives by voting people in like Karen Bass and others, continuing them to have power over them, and they get nowhere. All they get is a huge scoop, and they need the plungers. That's what they're going to need.
Absolutely. Well, tomorrow is the day for Los Angeles, folks. This is your last chance, all right? Tomorrow is primary day, okay? They have a nonpartisan top two system, so no one hits 50%, so the top two advance to November runoff, all right? The incumbent, Karen Bass, she is bleeding support. As I mentioned on Friday, there's a UC Berkeley LA Times poll that says she's at 26%. Nathia Rahman is at 25%. And Spencer Pratt is at 22%. So this is statistically tied. All right. Rahman and Pratt each gained 8 points since March. Okay. There's other polls that are showing Bass is just hovering low 20s to mid 30s, but she's got unfavorable ratings. All right. So billions are being poured into this race. And we just hope he's able to pull it out. Nicole, you're out political. What do you think?
Listen, I think he's going to pull it out. I think it's going to be very interesting to see. You know, Karen Bass was on the short list. This is why she was in Ghana with Joe Biden. She's on the short list. They're looking at her for federal office, or at least they were. You know, this was supposed to be her springboard into something greater. And along comes this guy who's just mad because his house burned down and then you won't let him rebuild. And look at what he's done. He has amassed so much support by just saying common sense things, not Republican things, not Democrat things, just common sense things. And I think there are going to be more people who vote for him, not because of political affiliation, but because it only takes one time for you to step in some human shit before your mind is changed about whoever is running that city. Before your mind is absolutely changed. Your children playing in the streets with needles, and you have people living in the sewer. Living in the sewer. Something has to be done. And I think Spencer is going to come in and do the best he can for the city of Los Angeles. And it's about time. They have been limping along for a very long time. And if they continue to back Karen Bass, it'll be more of the same. Miss Rahman will be even worse because she has no idea what she's doing. She sat on that city council and she voted over and over again for the destruction of the city. Spencer is their last hope. So let's go, Spencer Pratt.
Absolutely.
Can we remind our audience? I know you all have probably done this, okay? I know I have. One time I was out on my little hike and I stepped in some dog shit, okay? Mm-hmm. It takes forever to get, you might as well throw those tennis away, okay?
They're gone.
I had to walk back to my car barefoot, okay?
Woo!
Barefoot. I had to take the shoe off and I dumped it in the trash can on the, at the park. Walk back and drive back home barefoot, okay? That's some stinky shit. And don't get it, don't step in it and don't know it. And then you get in your car and you touch the gas pedal and then you like, where's that smell coming from? What the? Oh my gosh, this is Los Angeles and Baltimore to a degree.
Oh yeah. Well, we've talked about this. Baltimore, I thank God. I mean, I had the angels of heaven watching over me because I was in Baltimore City. I had jury duty and I was coming down the steps of, I think it was City Hall. And it was a big pile of human poop on the steps, okay? I mean, this thing was as big. Imagine how you go to an Italian restaurant when they give you the big plate of spaghetti. That's how big this thing was.
They talk about nothing
but God.
No more King's Rally. No more King's Rally. No more shit rally. Let's have that. No more shit rallies in our cities.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. It is
absolutely ridiculous. We gotta. I hope this is a breakthrough, folks. We've been talking about these Antifa malls, Antifa mobs, I should say. They're rioting at Delaney Hall in Newark. Defending the illegals. We got radicals like Hasan Piker cheering them on, and Los Angeles. The entertainment capital of the world is showing cracks in the blue wall. Folks, we need it. We need it. Karen Bass, she is the epitome of everything wrong with the Democrat Party, with Democrat governance, okay? Open borders, these flooding these services, increasing the government, failed housing first experiments. And I mean, the list goes on. Please don't vote for this woman. Let Spencer Pratt, get him in office. Let's get him in office, folks. So, all right. Well, that does it for us tonight. We will be back on Wednesday night. We'll be back at 8 p.m. on Wednesday. So, folks, make sure if you haven't done so, hit that like button for this broadcast and subscribe if you haven't done so. We're still trying to hit 250,000 subscribers. Share this video, send it in a DM, post it on your social media, send it in a text message. And if you haven't done so, subscribe and make sure you hit the notification bell. Mm-hmm. Also, it helps when you hype the video, guys. There's that little button underneath this video that says hype. It's right near the comments. Please, after you finish watching, hit that hype button. If you haven't hyped videos yet this week, that's a great way to support us also. Mm-hmm. Final thoughts, Nicole.
So 2 things. One, I want to see y'all Thursday night at 10. Pop you some corn. Get yourself a little glass of red wine. It's my favorite dinner, popcorn and red wine. And sit back and enjoy. This show, The Right Verdict, is a labor of love. We are so passionate about true crime. You are going to thoroughly enjoy the show. It is going to be phenomenal. So if you haven't already gone over to the new channel to subscribe, please subscribe now. And you definitely do not want to miss our debut episode. It is going to be absolute fire. With
And
that said,
should we tell them which case we're going to talk about on Thursday?
No, tell them Wednesday.
We'll tell them on Wednesday. We're going to keep them on pins and needles. There's so many wonderful things going on, so many cases happening. The second thing is another America 250 event is happening on the National Mall on June 28th. Come on out and get your workout on. We're going to be out there exercising with what's it called? Mega Strong? Mega Strong. Come out and exercise with us. Wear your Pop and Politics A250 stuff like I'm going to, and we're going to have a great time. It's free if you just want to come and exercise, but if you want the commemorative t-shirt, of course I want the commemorative t-shirt. It costs $26. Bring your yoga mat and some water, and we are doing our best to fill up that area right in front of the Lincoln Memorial. It's an hour, pretty much 9 o'clock-ish, I think, from 9 to 10. But there's going to be some great patriots there and a bunch of people who are there to have fun. And it'll give you a chance to go and see the clean DC with all the fountains that now work. There are no bums bathing in the fountain out in front of Union Station. Imagine.
I mean, the fountains, one of the videos I saw of a fountain, I mean, goodness, it looked like we were in Greece. I mean, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. It's gorgeous. And it hasn't worked in forever. Kids used to ride their bikes and rollerblade, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. It's fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hoot. So definitely, I think I put it in the Discord channel. If I'm not mistaken, it's in Discord. But come on out and have a good time with us. We're going to have a bunch of fun. And even if you're not the type to work out, bring your yoga mat, lay out and get some sun, work on your suntan.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask Brian. Brian said, where's the hype? There's a hype button or icon underneath of the videos now on YouTube. All over YouTube, you can hype videos, or you might have to swipe left or right to see the hype.
Where it says comments.
Right. There you go. I'm rhyming tonight. Swipe left or right to see the hype. There you go.
Wow. You're like a little Dr. Seuss tonight.
I tell you, I don't know what it is. Look, I got a new rally, a new t-shirt for us. If you're too sensitive eared, then I get that. No more shit. That's it. No more shit. We can use the poop icons. No more shit in our cities. That's what we need to say. That's it. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
We should put a little line underneath. Get the Democrats out then.
Exactly.
So get the Democrats out.
All right. But again, thank you always for your support. We thank you again. We are so proud that we made that million podcast, our top 10 list.
Absolutely.
We are thankful for your merchandise purchases. It all helps our channel to keep going viral. Like, share, and subscribe. And I think we're going to be out of here. We'll see you on Wednesday. At least I will.
Absolutely.
All right. That does it for us tonight. Thank you guys so much. Until next time, count your blessings and live a life of purpose. Good night.
Good night.